Willemien Terpstra. Please give her a big round of applause. Willemien, of course, this is a very special moment today, a very special event. It was like 2023 when this all started, also with our king, also present today, and now we're here, this very special new milestone. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm particularly proud and excited. And actually, October 2023 was not only a starting moment for a hydrogen network, but also a personal starting moment for me, because at that time I was not a CEO yet, but it was my first official introduction to GasUnie. So I'm particularly proud that our partners in GasUnie have realized it in less than 3 years, and I think that's quite the achievement.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm super excited to have everyone here in the room, because with commitment we can get the results. And now hydrogen is no longer a future promise. The infrastructure is there, it's ready to be used. And this is just the beginning.
And I think this is just the beginning. It's a very important sentence, because we talk about the 32 kilometers. This is only the first part. How much bigger is it?
Yeah, this is indeed the first part. So this is the first connection to the industry cluster in Rotterdam, and we want to connect to the other industry clusters as well, and a cross-border connection. But what today is really about is that we are building the energy system of the future that is not only sustainable, but also affordable and resilient. And my view is we have to really look at it as an integral approach. It's not just about electricity, it's also about molecules like gas, green gas, hydrogen, CO2, and heat. And molecules are crucial, particularly now when industry is under pressure, when the Netherlands is looking for solutions for net congestion, and that you see that energy transition and energy security are getting more hand in hand. So what a place, better place than this in Rotterdam, where you see infrastructure, industry, and the European connection all coming together.
And we spoke with each other a few times already, and also today. And you're someone that always wants to look ahead, and you want to build the infrastructure before the market. That also takes courage to do so. Why is it so important for you to do so?
Yeah, for me, it's we are really at the pivotal point. Are we going to decarbonize with or without the industry? And whether we're going to avoid having investments here. So that's important. We now have to come up with very practical and pragmatic decisions. Yes. So, for example, blue hydrogen in the transition to green hydrogen.
So if we don't do so, we have a lot of risk about our resilience.
Yeah, it's indeed the pragmatic approach. And if we don't act now, we run the risk of losing the industry, which is not good for our economy, not good for our decarbonization, but also not good for our resilience. And I think this is the time for the Netherlands to prove that we can make progress in decarbonization and having an economic perspective for industry as well, and affordable energy.
Yeah. Also, it's very important to have the connection with other countries. I just introduced that we also have guests from Belgium, from Germany. Why is it so important to celebrate this new milestone with those countries?
Yeah, I'm convinced if you're not collaborating, you're not going to be successful. Mm-hmm. So that for me is absolutely critical. Everyone has its own role to play, and politicians, governments have to give the predictability, the direction. For example, further stimulating hydrogen demand. Industry will have to invest, so how can we help them de-risk? Parts will have to do the connectivity and the scalability, and us as infrastructure partners and also the international infrastructure partners, we will have to build the network in order to have it resilient and affordable.
But of course, there's also some challenges. I understood that you're also working on a financial model.
Yeah, we are working today, and we're having lots of discussions with the Dutch government to have a financing model, so the customers and the markets have visibility on predictable and affordable tariffs. Mm-hmm. And that is really a crucial step in the taking off on hydrogen. And of course, we are on the move as well. So we are building, of course, the hydrogen network, but also CO2 projects projects for transport and storage, Porthos, Aramis, and the strategic connection between Rotterdam and Germany, the Delta Rhine corridor, which is not only for hydrogen but also for CO2, and the connection to Belgium. And I always say collaboration doesn't stop at the sector or at the value chain. It goes cross-border, and that's why I'm very pleased to welcome all our Belgium and German partners here in the room as well.
Yeah, and you're also signing a contract later today.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah.
We are signing indeed today an agreement with ThyssenKrupp and OG, so Open Grid Europe and GasUnie, where we will connect our hydrogen networks. So that will happen later. So for me, that's really the sign on how we should do it. Collaboration, cross-border, and really focus on execution.
Yeah, I see that you enjoy the whole ride and the journey. And also, you want to speed it up, and you don't want to be this day's celebration and not a real turning point. So if we move fast forward 5 years from now, what really has to be done to make it happen?
Well, the theme is today, lead, build and deliver. And we have to lead and really taking critical decisions, clear decisions. We have to build the backbone of the integral energy system, where you will have to see the value of molecules like hydrogen and CO2 next to electricity. And we have to deliver on that. Industry can invest, that we're going to give them an economic perspective on actually doing decarbonization, and that the Netherlands and Europe is building further on energy security.
You're going to fight for it, and together let's make it happen. That's
exactly. I mean, if we can see that lead, build and deliver is a reality, then it's not just only a ceremony, but it's really a pivotal change. And we all hold the key of part of the solution. So indeed, let's make it happen.
Give her a big hand. Thank you very much, Willem.
Thank you.